Assalamualaikum, myself Sajia. I would like to discuss virtual memory, topic of computer architecture and organization. I will be discussing about what is virtual memory, need of virtual memory, address space and memory space, virtual memory address mapping using memory mapping page table, page replacement algorithm, advantages and disadvantages of virtual memory. First of all, what is virtual memory? In name suggests itself virtual, means appears to be present but actually it is not available. We can say it is physically not available in front of us. The concept of virtual memory technique is that use more memory for a program than the real memory. For example, one program is that in which execution of the program it required more memory compared to available physical memory. At that time virtual memory will be used. So virtual memory is the concept of elution. So we can say that elution is like that user thinks that the size of main memory is equal to the size of our disk. We can say secondary storage. Need of virtual memory. Why we use virtual memory? Virtual memory is this imaginary memory which we are just amusing that is not available. Physically, a programmer can write a program which require more memory space than the capacity of the main memory. The program is stored in the secondary memory. The memory management unit transfers the currently needed part of the program from the secondary memory to the main memory for execution. So whenever any kind of program will be in execution, a program will be stored in hard disk. At that time during the execution, processor requires some part of data or code, we can say instruction, it is available in RAM. Next is address space and memory space. Virtual memory is the address used by the programmer. Set of such address is called address space, so it is physically not available. An address in main memory is called location or physical address, so address of the main memory is called physical address. The set of such location, it means available in physical memory, available in RAM. The set of such location in main memory is called memory space, or we can say it is physical memory, so we can say it is our RAM, random access memory, main memory. Thus the memory space consists of the actual main memory location directly addressable for processing. So in this figure we can say that this is CPU, this is main memory, this is secondary storage, and this is memory mapper. And first CPU generate logical address consisting of a logical page number plus the location within that page X. Now we can see that this is generated by CPU or virtual address, or we can say logical address. Virtual address as logical page plus in which location it will be stored, it must be mapped on to an actual physical main memory address by the operating system using mapper. So this virtual address comes here, mapper checks or verify inside the main memory. And this is space frames available inside the main memory. This is secondary storage. If the page is present in the main memory, CPU gets the required data from the main memory, so mapper checks this page frame. Frame is available, so mapper gets this RAM and gives to the CPU for remaining program execution. If the mapper detects that the requested page is not present in the main memory, suppose mapper goes to the main memory and page frame is not available inside the main memory, so a page fault occur and the page must be read from the secondary storage into a page frame in the main memory. So page frame is not present inside the main memory, so mapper goes to the secondary storage, find the page frame and page frame move to the main memory, and finally mapper get the page frame from the main memory and gives to CPU, as I said. Now address mapping using memory mapping page table. When the requested page is not available in the main memory, we can say that page fault have been occurred in the main memory. I have already discussed before. Then the virtual address generated by CPU is used to take out the requested page from the secondary storage media to the main memory to remove this page fault. Whenever page fault occur, it means the date, or we can say that that page is not available inside the main memory, and data comes from secondary memory to main memory. Now this is one example for address mapping using memory mapping page table. Now we can see this is the virtual address, and this is page, and this is line number from the main memory and gets data and give to CPU. This is address mapping using memory mapping page table example. Next is page replacement algorithm. In a computer operating system that uses paging for virtual memory management, page replacement algorithm decide which memory page will be replaced in main memory. So we can say that page replacement algorithm will comes into the picture when page fault occurs. Paging happens when a page fault occurs, and free page cannot be used to satisfy the allocation, either because there are none or because the number of free pages is lower than some threshold. At that time, page replacement algorithm will be used. There are three different algorithms available for page replacement. One is FIFO, first in first out, least recently used, and optimal. Advantages and disadvantages of virtual memory. Advantages: execute the process whose memory requirement is more than physical memory. So we can say that whenever our RAM is in shortest, at that time a virtual memory is in picture. Enhance performance of the system. We can say that we can say very helpful in multi-programming environment. Disadvantages: first one, it takes more time to switch between two applications or more than two applications. Less hard disk space for our use because some of the hardest path is used in virtual memory due to system stability. In conclusion, I'd like to thank our honorable teacher for watching my presentation. That's all.